Good morning, good afternoon, wherever you may be. Welcome to another episode of your Average Day Joes. I'm your host, C.
And Jay, what's up?
What's going on, everybody? Happy Friday. It is Friday. Super happy because it is about to be the weekend. So, for all you lucky folks who don't have a job on the weekends, shout out to you because I do have to work, but it's all good. Sorry for the delay as well. We only like.
My fault. My fault. I apologize. I totally apologize. I definitely needed a little nap. Up most of the day, and I usually rely on certain things, and I fell asleep. My bad. That's totally my fault. I take the blame on that one.
It's all
My
good.
bad.
We here now, and that's all that matters. So
Exactly. That's my fault.
it's all Gucci.
Hella sore. Hella sore.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's all good.
Yeah, I mean, you're getting things done. That's all that matters.
Of course. Of course. I'm planning out everything too because I got one more step before my another big deal.
Yeah. So for everybody that doesn't know about Fridays, it is F it Friday for us. We just kind of say F it and we just go along with the flow kind of thing. But that's how we do it. So let's get ahead and let's see what we got today for Jay Did You Know segment. So let me see here. What do we have for Jay that he might not know? So, Jay, did you know that in today's Lakers game against the Houston Rockets, that the Lakers might be missing a critical player?
I did not know. I actually remember I fell asleep.
Uh huh.
So I have no idea. Are
Okay.
they playing right now
Yeah,
or
they're
no?
playing right now. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I have no
It's,
idea.
and I don't know. I don't know if he's playing or not. But Lakers LeBron was probable for the game. He was maybe not going to play for today's game. So. Which is all bad because they needed to secure that third seed, the third position. And if him not playing and they lose, then they might lose that third position.
Yeah, but they're playing the Rockets. The Rockets are up by they're losing, but I don't think the Rockets. Why would the Rockets play anyone? Remember, they have the second seed locked.
No, no, but it might be they might go down to the fourth seed. Not them, not against the Rockets.
Oh, you're okay. You're talking about not. You're not talking about the Rockets.
No, I'm talking about the Lakers
Okay.
losing their third seed if they lose because LeBron might not be playing. I don't know if he's playing or not. They're just
Oh
saying.
well, I mean, they said, dude, they're up. They're fine. They look like they're fine in that game.
I wonder.
I don't know.
Well,
I don't know who the who's playing in the like for the Rockets, but the Rockets are locked in at number two. So I don't
yeah,
know if
yeah,
they're playing their squad.
right.
You know what I mean? They're locked in at two. I told you it's the standings below them that are all tied together.
Yeah, that's what we
Yeah,
like. If they lose,
they're
that's
all
the
tied together.
thing. So hopefully they don't lose.
I don't think so. I don't think so, man. I don't think so. They're they've got a good lead. You know what I mean? And
Oh,
like I
really?
said, yeah, they
Nice.
got a good lead. The Rockets are up a few games against them, so I don't even think they're playing anyone.
Yeah, they might not play.
It's the seeds the four through eight. They're all tied.
Oh, okay, okay.
Those are all the ones that are like, oh boy. Yeah, I guess I could see if the Lakers did lose. Yeah, they would be tied too.
Yeah,
So
exactly. So that's what we're trying to avoid. But we'll check in with NBA in a little bit, and we'll see if LeBron's even playing or not, because that's going to be a big
yeah,
if
yeah,
they do if they are going to win or not, if he's playing or not.
yeah. But like I said, I think they're fine,
Yeah.
especially because like I said, I don't think the Rockets are playing their squad. They're fine.
Right. Right.
I think they're good.
So Jay, did you know? You know how they have all these they put up all those security cameras in San Francisco, like all those portable ones that look like a light pole, but they have like
Yeah.
four cameras. So
Uh-huh.
did you know that they're saying now that San Francisco Police's new surveillance hub is being credited with 20% drop in crime? Just those cameras alone are dropping crime by 20%.
I didn't know it was 20%, but
Yeah,
I could
that's huge.
imagine because, of course, of course, I could imagine though because the speed cameras are going to be getting everyone. I
Yeah,
don't speed, so it's a little different, but I see it. They have so many different ones now that are like new spots, and I'm
uh,
like, wow, they're everywhere.
right, right.
You know what I mean? Like I could just imagine because people in SF they drive,
Yeah,
they're always speeding. You know that
definitely.
it's crazy.
All right, Jay. Well, did you know that Norway is making they're in the works of creating a project where they're going to create the deepest tunnel under the sea over there.
Yeah, I already know that.
Oh, did you? And it's
Yes.
the longest and deepest
Longest, yeah.
underwater tunnel.
I knew about that. I read about that actually because
that's crazy.
Yeah. Norway has a lot going on. Remember, that's the one place. Remember, I was telling you about where they have the city that has no time.
Yeah,
I believe it's called Summer Ray or Somerset. Where it doesn't, the sun never either it really you have pure dark and you could see the northern lights, or it's like pure light.
Right.
It has that type of weather and that type of that type of thing out there, and I believe it's called Summer Ray or Somerset.
Oh, okay, I got you.
Yeah, it's in Norway though. But yeah, I read about that tunnel. Okay. They have a lot of good, a lot of those type of things out that way.
Well, they
are they the other one with that the underground like bridge tunnel too? Are they, or is it Finland?
See, because like the land in Norway, it's a lot of different islands. So
exactly, that's what I'm saying. That's the part I'm talking about. That's right. The island part. You know what I mean? That the sun only hits a certain time of the year.
Exactly.
Certain different times. It's cool. Is it there or is it Finland that has that? There's already a place out there that has the underground tunnel already. It's like their underground bridge. It goes under the water.
I think that is Norway, but now they're
just Norway or Finland.
That's going to be deeper and longer.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, I was reading about that and I saw when I saw their tunnel, I was like, go under the water. I was like, oh wow.
Exactly.
So yeah, they have that good architecture over there.
Yeah,
smart way to do it.
Definitely. Jay, do you know what the 10 fastest sedans in the world are?
The 10 fastest?
Yeah.
And I couldn't name them off to you, but I'm sure once you tell me, I'll be like, okay.
All right. For the Average Day Joes, if you don't know and you're looking to pick up something fast that may be somewhat budget friendly, we got number 10, the Dodge Charger SRT Hellcat Red Eye. That one goes 0 to 60 in 3.5 seconds. At number 9, we got the Mercedes AMG C63S E Performance. That one is 0 to 60 in 3.4 seconds. And number 8, we got the BMW M5 CS. That one is going 0 to 60 in 2.9 seconds. Number 7, BMW M3 Competition X-Drive. X-Drive means that it's all-wheel drive, and that one goes 0 to 60 in 2.8 seconds. Number 6, we got Mercedes AMG GT63S. That one is 0 to 60 in 2.8 seconds. Number 5, the Audi RS e-tron GT. I think that is their dual motor electric performance vehicle with 912 horsepower. And that one goes 0 to 60 in 2.5 seconds. Then we got the number 4, the Porsche Taycan Turbo S. That one is going 0 to 60 in 2.4 seconds. Number 3, we got the Porsche Taycan Turbo GT. And that one is 0 to 60 in 1.99 seconds. Number 2, we got Jay's up-and-coming Tesla Model S Plaid. That one is 0 to 60 in 1.98 seconds. And drum roll, please, for your number 1 fastest car sedan in the world. It is the Lucid Air Sapphire. That one is 0 to 60 in 1.89 seconds. That one has,
Lucid?
Yeah, Lucid.
Wow.
That one has 1,234 horsepower with 1,430 pounds of torque.
I'm shocked. I see the Lucids all around here.
I know, bro.
I had no idea.
But, I mean, I can settle for the Model S Plaid number 2. I don't need to pay that extraordinary amount that the Lucid requires, because you can get a Model S Plaid, maybe not this exact model, which is probably a newer one, but you can still get one that's pretty much going to be almost that fast for probably $60,000, you know?
Wow, I had no idea. I didn't even know the Lucids were like that.
Yeah, Lucids are crazy, bro, but those are over $100,000. But
I didn't know that.
The advantage of the Lucid is that they have their range is nobody can touch their range. Their range is 500 something miles. You know, they can do.
I didn't know. I had no idea.
Yeah.
There's this one cat that lives literally about 28 seconds away. They have 2 Lucids and 2 Rivians.
Oh damn.
You know, yeah, 2 Lucids. They're 2 Lucids, 2 Rivians.
Shit, they could buy a house in Texas with that money.
I didn't even know. Yeah, you're right. I didn't even know because I didn't know much about Lucid. Isn't their main thing over here too?
Yeah, in Burlingame.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Because I seen it. I was like, Lucid? Okay, that's cool.
Yeah,
And then yeah, so that place they have two Lucids and two Rivians at their house.
yeah, yeah.
And I'm like, okay, this is like I figured it was all electric. I was like, all right, you know.
Lucids are badass, bro. They're like
Didn't
super
even know.
fast. They look,
I had no idea.
yeah, but honestly, I still like the look of the Tesla, the Model S Plaid. I still like it better. And like I said, you're only really losing like a point of a second if you're not in the, you know what I mean, between the two cars. But I think that the big difference is that the Lucids, they have like a tri-motor setup, and the Teslas, they have a dual motor setup, you know. So
Oh, okay.
yeah, you have like a whole extra motor in the Lucids, man.
I had no idea. I'm like, damn, man. I had no idea. I'm like,
Yeah, it's
what
pretty crazy.
yeah.
Pretty
That's crazy.
crazy.
That's a good one though to know.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. That's why I wanted to
Definitely
let the
good.
average day Joes knows, because you can go and get yourself like something fast and you don't spend that much money. Because I was looking myself and I was like, dude, if I can get this whole thing situated with Nissan and with my Altima, and maybe they'll either take it back or something, I'm
Mhm.
really considering, if I'm making decent money now on my job, I can probably dish out to get one of those
What
Tesla.
a Lucid? Oh,
No, the
Tesla.
Tesla,
Okay.
not the Lucid, but the Tesla for 60,000.
You should.
You know,
Yeah, it's not bad at all.
yeah, that's badass, man. So, and you know why?
Hmm.
You know why I would do something like that?
Why?
Because it's F Friday.
Oh, got it. I'm all about it, man. I'm all about it. I was
Exactly.
gonna say because you can anyone can do what they want in life.
All right, that too. on F Friday.
That's what I'm saying, man. Anyone can do what they want in life, man. Like if that's what you want, that's what you want.
Yeah,
Everyone works hard for what they want to do, dude, and what they want, you know.
exactly.
You know what I mean? As long as you have a good plan and you can make it happen, just do it.
Oh yeah, definitely, definitely.
That's what everything's about, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, living your life, man. You know.
That's what I mean, you know.
So, Jay, did you know that divers in Japan encountered a huge giant squid swimming on the ocean's surface? It wasn't even that deep.
I did not know that.
Oh no. Well,
I did not know
lucky
that.
for you, I got the video of that squid.
Damn, I gotta see.
Check
It's a
it
really
out.
big one, you said?
Yeah, check this. This thing looks like a freaking torpedo. Check this shit out, bro.
Yeah, I gotta see.
Oh shit! I forgot to share the screen. Hold on. I gotta go back.
Oh, it's all good. It's all good.
I didn't share the screen. I'm like trying to watch it all by myself here, man. Shout out to the 38 people watching, by the way. Please don't forget that to like, subscribe, and share. Thank you guys for being here. And let me show you guys this huge giant squid that they found swimming on the surface of Japan. This thing looks like a freaking torpedo. Check this out, guys. Look at the tentacles on that thing, man.
That's crazy.
It's huge.
I know.
Dude, if you got wrapped up in one of those tentacles, I think those are like sticky, like you'll be done, you know?
Literally, you'd be done.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I wonder if a huge squid like that, like how much ink it can produce, you know, because those things like shoot
Yeah.
out ink for protection.
Oh yeah. Oh man, that's a yeah. You don't. That's one area you ain't gonna catch me, bro.
I know, right?
You ain't gonna catch me
Hey,
in the waters like that, man.
hey, man, it might make for some good sashimi. Sriracha bowl and put some squid up in there.
Oh man, I know, right?
Squid for a year, man.
Literally, you ain't gonna catch me up in the waters like that, though, man.
Right, right.
You know, I don't mind jet skiing and chilling in the water, but it's.
Yeah,
I know there's a lot of things underwater that are.
oh yeah. I
Yeah,
mean, if we jet skiing in the water, we in the lake. We ain't messing with that
that's what
ocean.
I mean. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
The worst thing that'll happen in Lake Havasu to us is we get a ticket from the Popo for going too fast on our jet skis.
Exactly right.
And that is an actual event that happened to me. That's why I'm mentioning you guys.
Yes, I remember. I totally remember it.
And that was so screwed up, bro, because they didn't even let us nobody told us that they moved the markers further out, so we
I know.
couldn't wake. Like, dude, that was bullshit, bro.
I was gone after, you know, after everything that happened with the pullover and everything.
Yeah. definitely.
I hit the Jets and I was gone.
Oh, I know. You're like, oh, screw this guy. I'm leaving him.
No, not even like that. I didn't
No,
want to
I
get,
just play. I'm just playing.
they do DUIs and stuff in that water.
Oh, I know. They were trying to get us
Literally.
for that. Remember? They're like, oh, you guys been drinking? Like, they thought we were drinking and shit. I'm like, no, we just didn't know where the markers were because last time we were here, he's like, oh, you have to know these things all the time. Like, shut up. That's what
Yeah, I know. But remember also they not only that, remember they who did they what it wasn't you that they gave the test to, was it?
It wasn't a test. They just like looked at my eyes and stuff, like they were trying to see if I was drinking.
Okay, so they just looked at your eyes. Okay,
Yeah, they kind
that's
of
what I meant.
looked at my eyes, but I didn't have to do no test or nothing like that.
Okay, well, obviously you're on jet skis in the water.
Right.
You know what I mean?
So this one's for the average day Joes, but obviously I'm going to pertain it to you. So Jay, do you know the top 7 cities where $2,000 a month will let you live comfortably in the U.S.?
Top 7 cities
In the U.S., yeah, where you can live comfortably for $2,000 a month, and I'm talking about rent, groceries, everything paid.
And not anywhere here.
I know. I don't think there's anything in California.
Yep, nothing here, nothing in New York. I'll give you that.
All right,
I can imagine it's the middle. I'm guessing the middle of the United States.
Yeah.
The middle and the South, but please read them off.
Let's see if you can get at least one of them. Just name one of them, and we'll see.
The name a city, just any city.
Any city that you think where you can live comfortably for $2,000
in the whole U.S.
In the whole U.S.
Okay, yeah.
Now, I'm talking about like major cities. I'm not talking about like
Oh, okay. So just you're talking about major cities.
Like major cities, yeah.
Okay, let me.
Cities that people would actually want to live in. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Not like Little Rock, Arkansas, or something like that.
Okay.
Nothing wrong with Little Rock, Arkansas if you're from there, guys. We're pertaining to the actual 7.
You're talking about major hub cities,
like major hub, more major hub cities. Yeah, not like that doesn't have to be like huge, but people will know it. Like you heard of the city for sure. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's a tough one. I really don't know. I'm not good at knowing all those cities because we're where we live, we have all the it's really expensive. So I'm not accustomed to it.
Well,
I would like to know.
I'll go off the list, and this is number 7. I'm going to start with number 7 because this is probably the most expensive out of, because number 1 it gets cheaper to number 1. But number 7, if you guys want to live comfortably for $2,000 a month, if you guys were thinking about moving out, you're living at your parents' house, you're like, screw this, I want to go out on my own. Number 7 is a place where I will give you guys a thumbs up if you do this move, because I even consider doing it, and it's the only place. Maybe Jay, you'll know this after I say this. Is the only place on the East Coast where you can escape some of that extra hot summer heat and humidity. It doesn't get as hot and humid in this one place, in this one city, which is also number 7. Would you care to guess?
Where? I don't know.
All right. So number 7, Asheville, North Carolina. It's in the mountains.
Okay.
That's like about probably like 2,000 to 3,000 elevation. So you're not going to get the full scope of the East Coast heat, and also it's a little bit chillier, so you're not going to get the full it's like the place that people go to escape the humidity of the East Coast when it's really humid out there.
I know Asheville. Yeah. I've been in North Carolina. I never chilled in Asheville, but I know Asheville.
Right. And they have like mountain vibes, bohemian beats. They have a lot of like breweries there. It's a really cool area,
Oh, for sure. Carolina's nice, man. I like North Carolina.
Definitely. Number 6, we got Tulsa, Oklahoma. It's an oil boom, and there's a lot of Art Deco type stuff over there.
Okay.
So yeah, and that one year, Tulsa's it's still kind of a nice town too. It's not bad, Like I've been through Tulsa. It's nothing like Oklahoma City,
Okay.
Number 5, this one. I don't know, man. It's kind of controversial because it gets super cold there. But hey, if you're a fan of football, you're gonna like this one. And that is actually, and Jay, you were wrong because this is New York, but it's Buffalo, New York.
Oh, upstate. Okay. Oh yeah, that's real cold.
Yeah, Rust Belt revival with wings and soul. That's how they're trying to portray Buffalo, New York.
Like I said, I wasn't. When I think of New York, I think of New York City.
No,
Like,
definitely.
I think of Manhattan and stuff and
Yeah.
those areas. I didn't think of upstate.
Shout out to DTW. He's checking in with us with the muscle hands or the muscles. What's going on, brother? Hope everything's well with you. Happy Friday. And let's move on to number 4. Number 4 is another place I considered moving to, and I still consider maybe investing in a house there because there's some pretty nice parts of this area, and that would be number 4, San Antonio, Texas.
Oh, so that's the place in Texas that's good priced. Okay.
Good prices. There's no income tax in Texas,
Yeah, I know.
and you're literally a 2-hour drive from Austin, Texas,
Okay.
and a 3-hour drive to Corpus Christi and to South Padre Island to the ocean over there.
That's cool.
Yeah, so it's actually a really cool like area to be in because it's all about location when you're investing in real estate. At the end of the
Of
day,
course.
so
That's all it is.
that's a great location. And then you still got San Antonio. You still got the Spurs you can watch. There's a lot of events. You got like the Alamo. It does get pretty hot over there, but you know what I mean. There's always something anywhere you go. There's always going to be something. So you got to just take it for what it is.
That's cool.
Number 3, we got Des Moines, Iowa. So if y'all wanting to go to Iowa, it's pretty close to Chicago and some major cities. It's the Midwest secret. That's what they call it because it's you can live there comfortably for $2,000 a month. But like I said, 3 is already more expensive than number 4. Number 4 was expensive than number 5. So we're getting into the top 2, which are the more expensive ones, but you can still live there pretty comfortably. And this one, I have considered this one actually before myself. Super clean, very little homeless there. I've been there a lot of times, and you get pretty decent weather for the most part. And that would be number 2, Boise, Idaho, where mountains meet Main Street. Have you been through Boise, bro?
No.
No, it's pretty
Right.
nice there, man. It's
Right
very
there.
clean.
Right there.
Yeah.
It's not far.
Not far at all. Not far at all. So you'll have you won't have any humidity. You'll have the West Coast kind of vibe there, but you can literally drive to Oregon and you could be on the Oregon coast within like 6-7 hours. So it's not that bad, And Boise has a really cool. I think it's called the Snake River. Really nice river that runs through there. Like you have a lot of like water sports and stuff you could do on that river. So pretty cool. And number 1, the most expensive out of the list, but also probably one of the more major cities where it actually feels like a pretty decent city. Any guess before I say it, Jay?
No, there's too many different states. I don't know.
Number 1, we got Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, home of the Steelers, Rust Belt Renaissance.
Really?
Yeah, man.
In PA. Wow.
PA, brother. So you can live in Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania, by the way, is the only state on the East Coast where it's one of the biggest states there, if not the biggest. But it also touches not like you can literally drive the whole Pennsylvania, and you can either be at the Great Lakes region, or which is by Pittsburgh, or you can go all the way through to the other side of Pennsylvania, and you're going to be in Philly, and you'll have the ocean, that ocean. It's like literally the only state that touches both the lakes, the Great Lakes, and the ocean, and it's one state. You don't have to cross any state lines. So that's kind of cool. I always kind of like Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania for that fact, My cousin actually lives there. Fun fact.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. So that is your top 7 places where you guys could live comfortably for $2,000 a month. I know this day and age, there's a lot of struggling going on, especially with high rents. I mean, me and Jay, we're kind of blessed for our situations, but man, I mean, dude, our boy out here, Jay has his boys. I got my boys out here, and they paying a grip. I'm talking about 4 to 5 G's for like a 1-bedroom in certain places.
It's the Bay, bro.
It's the Bay. It is the Bay. It's expensive.
Yeah. See, now if you had named the most expensive places to live, I could have told you all those.
Oh yeah, that I can tell you.
We probably have 5 of them out here.
Right. Right. That was crazy.
Yeah, if you named something like that, I would have been like, oh yeah, I'm all over it. You know what I mean? It would have been here, NY, and I believe Miami. There you go. All 3.
Yeah.
All 3 here, like that would take up the whole list. Literally here, NY, Miami. That's it.
I would also throw Honolulu in there because Honolulu is really expensive as well.
Oh yeah, I always forget about Hawaii. Hawaii's like the vacation spot, so
Right.
that's like I never think of like Hawaii.
Definitely.
That's kind of funny.
Jay, did you know that they're doing a Mummy reboot?
Again?
Yeah, another one is it's gonna have Lee Cronin in there. She's gonna be
Who?
Lee Cronin. It's like a lady. I think it's the curly haired girl that was in the more of their original ones. The lady.
I don't know.
Oh, I don't.
I'm trying to figure out who.
Lee Cronin.
And it's a reboot, so it's a remake of the one from like 2000 with Brendan Fraser.
Yep, exactly.
I know Tom Cruise tried to remake it too. He did one.
Uh-huh.
That was like what, maybe a decade ago.
Right.
So they're doing another one. It's crazy.
Another reboot. Yep. Jay, did you know that a driver in Indiana got clocked going 132 miles per hour in a construction zone where it was 55 miles per hour?
Jesus Christ. No, I did not know that.
Oh, man.
How much jail time did he get?
I don't know. It doesn't even say. It just basically says he got clocked at 132, and then the state trooper like made it a point to put it online and stuff, to put him on blast for that.
Well, obviously that's more than double probably what the speed limit was.
Yeah.
And he probably went to jail.
Well, I'm sure he did. Oh, that's reckless driving right there.
Reckless invasion. Yep.
Yep.
I know. That's what I'm saying. That's nuts.
Definitely. So, Jay, how about this one? Did you know that a newlywed couple lied to get a colonoscopy and it caught stage 4 cancer after doctors previously had dismissed the symptoms?
That's crazy.
Yeah.
No. I did not know that.
So I guess sometimes you just got to lie to get, if you're really feeling something, you got to lie to get it done again. And then they might catch it the second time around.
That's crazy, man.
I'll say that is crazy. Let me ask you this, Jay. Did you know that South Korea is trying to offer to build 5 per year destroyers, the U.S. counter to help the U.S. counter China at sea?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, so they want to build 5 destroyers per year for us in the U.S.
Okay.
South Korea. That's going to be kind of nice because they'll be able to like keep some of those for themselves too, and then they'll be more protected as well.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Definitely. How about this one, Jay? Did you know that the incoming head of NASA defied Elon Musk on order to abandon moon program?
No, I don't know
that. Yeah. So I guess he really wanted the moon program to continue. So he said, screw it. I'm going to keep going.
I did not know that.
And I think that's pretty much all our Did You Know segment. But let me see. Yeah, so that's it. That's all we got for that. And let's move on. Shout out to the 66 people watching. Thank you guys so much. This is an Effort Friday episode. So I got a nice little surprise for you at the very end of the show. It's a trailer for a movie we're going to watch that's coming out on my birthday. So that's what I'm going to show you guys. It's a brand new trailer, brand new movie. And let's get into some sports. What's going on in the NBA world, brother?
All right, we got 3 games that are current. You got the Dubs playing the Blazers. They're up in the 4th. There's only 3 minutes left. It's 99-72.
We got this.
Safe to say the Dubs got that for sure. The Clippers and Kings, it's 99-90 Clippers, and there's about 3 minutes left there too. I think the Clips got that. The Lakers are beating up the Rockets 97-79. They're still, or 97-82 now, but there's still a whole nother quarter. I think the Lakers should have that. I mean, if you lose a 15-point lead, that would be pretty bad. I don't know if LeBron is playing. Let me see. It'll be in the
Yeah, he is playing. He got
he is playing. Points. Yeah, he has 14. Okay.
Yeah. So
Luka Doncic is doing the work there. So.
Yeah, exactly. Damn,
they'll be fine.
Points, huh? Wow.
Yeah, so he's got them locked in.
They could have probably won without LeBron playing, but it would have been much closer of a game without those 14 extra points.
Yeah, it'd be tied right now. So
it'd be tied, and then what's his name? Doncic would have been probably a lot more tired too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, man. So But yeah, so those are the current games. The Bucks beat the Pistons 125-119. The Magic beat the Pacers 129-115. The Hawks beat the Sixers 124-110. Celtics beat the Hornets 130-94. Cavs beat the Knicks 108-102. The Bulls beat the Wizards 119-89. The Heat, wow, they put up 153 on the Pelicans,
Dang.
153 to 104.
Who scored all
Mavericks
those
beat the
points?
yeah, that was I don't know, but I mean they're playing the Pelicans. It's a remember they shut down a couple of their players already like last month. So
Dude, the highest scoring person on the Heat was Adebayo, 23 points.
yeah, sounds
And
about
then
right.
Tyler Hero had 22, and Duncan Robinson had 21.
Sounds right.
Those are the highest scoring.
Only players left on the Heat. But yeah.
Right.
Mavericks beat the Raptors 124-102. The T-Wolves beat the Nets 117-91. The Nuggets beat the Grizzlies 117-109. Thunder beat the Jazz 145-111. And the Suns beat the Spurs 117-98.
Damn, 145 to 111. That's a pretty good. That's a pretty high scoring one too for Thunder.
Yeah. Like I said, the Jazz are, so it's not like they were.
No, I know. You had on the Thunder, you had Isaiah Jones with 32 points and Aaron Wiggins with 35 points. That's what kind of won the game for them in that one.
I believe it.
What about yesterday's games? Who won those?
Pistons beat the Knicks. The Pacers beat the Cavs. Hawks beat the Nets. Bucks beat the Pelicans, and the Timberwolves beat the Grizzlies.
Nice.
Yeah.
And any notable games for tomorrow that you're gonna watch?
There are no games tomorrow.
No games.
The last games of the season are on Sunday.
Oh, got you. Any games you're gonna watch on Sunday that are gonna be interesting for you or no?
Well, the ones that are going to matter are Clippers Warriors.
Uh-huh.
They're playing for positioning, and maybe Mavericks Grizzlies. They're playing for positioning as well. I don't know if the Nuggets and Rockets. I don't know if they're locked into their positions yet.
Yeah.
The Rockets are number 2, so I don't know if they'll play anyone.
Right.
So those are the only ones. All the other ones are really obsolete.
Are you gonna catch your C's or not?
I mean they mollywopped the Hornets today, bro. And I didn't even know. Like they put up 130. I don't even know I don't even think they played any starters.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Like honestly, like they it says the starters played a couple. They had. Oh, okay. So I get what he did. He played them in the first half, and then he probably didn't play them in the second half. That's what it was.
Right.
Yeah. So because it says Hauser and Pritchard, 2 people off the bench, they both had 20, 22.
Yep. And Tatum had 16 still, which is not bad.
Yeah, but 16, he's usually a 25 plus a night.
No, for sure.
You know what I mean?
So he like you said, he played like half the time then.
That's what I mean. Porzingis played like only 18 minutes.
Yeah, he had
D White played a lot. He had 19, but okay.
Is D White is a starter for you guys?
Sometimes, yeah.
Okay.
But most of the time it's Jaylen Brown.
Yeah.
But Drew Holiday, he played about 26 minutes, so he didn't play a lot either.
Gotcha.
But yeah, Jaylen Brown took the night off, so that's who got the night off tonight.
Nice.
It was good. So yeah, I get what he did.
Right.
I guess he's just trying to keep them warm,
Yeah.
not rusty, maybe. Because they're about to, after Sunday, they're gonna have like a week off.
Right.
It's a play-in tournament, remember?
Right.
So during the play-in, you get time to rest. So I think he's just trying to keep them relevant. That's why he put them. Hey, get a couple minutes. It's like a scrimmage,
Right.
So that's what I'm guessing he was probably doing with his players. So on Sunday, I'm guessing since Jaylen got the night off, probably Tatum will get the day off on Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
So, sure.
Yeah, man.
All right, well, let's move on. Shout out to the 67 people watching, and let's get into some MLB games. What's going on in MLB world, brother?
We got 2 current games right now. The Mets and A's are playing. They're playing in Sac, I believe. 6th inning right now, 6-1 Mets. The Mets are up 6-1. So there's still 3 more innings left there. The Dodgers are beating the Cubs 3-0, and that's in the bottom of the 8th. So there's 1 inning left there. And then those are the only two current games. The Royals and Guardians finished up. Guardians 170 against the Royals. Oh. And then let's see. The Reds beat the Pirates 5-3.
Uh-huh.
The Rays beat the Braves 6-3. The Giants, they what does that say? Final in 6. The Giants beat the Yankees 9-1, but it says I wonder if it why was it only 6 innings?
Huh.
What happened? I wonder if they had bad weather.
Maybe. I mean, I never heard of that. Like to not like play after that. You know.
That's what I mean. Why does it final after 6? I don't get it. I don't know. It doesn't say anything about any delays or anything.
Oh wow.
Oh yeah. Okay. Oh, what? I don't know. That's weird, right?
Yeah. So you don't know what happened?
So it just says a rain shortened game.
Oh, so it was by rain.
Yeah, obviously. But I mean, like, usually, I guess that it says final in 6 though. Usually they make it up. You know what I mean? If there's a rain delay.
Yeah.
You know, like the Blue Jays and Orioles, they're postponed today. Like, so it says they'll make it up on July 29.
Right.
That's weird though. It says final in 6, so that's weird.
Right.
The Nationals beat the Marlins 7-4. White Sox beat the Red Sox 11-1. Wow. Astros beat the Angels 14-3. The Tigers beat the Twins 7-6. Cardinals beat the Phillies 2-0. The Padres won. Your Padres won 8-0 over the Rockies.
Hell yeah.
Brewers beat the Diamondbacks 7-0, and the Mariners beat the Rangers 5-3. I'm curious about that Giants-Yankees one. Wow.
Yeah, that's weird. So they just.
I don't. Yeah, I mean, usually they'll have a makeup, you know.
Yeah.
So I don't know. That's very odd.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We'll see. I mean, yeah, that's very odd.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why it would say final in 6. You know, I know the Giants were up 9-1, but that's still weird to me.
Right.
It's very weird to me. So I don't know if they have a makeup, it'll be because of that. You know?
Yeah, for sure. But that's like you said. If it's final, then it's final. Like how they're gonna make it up? You know what I mean? Like
No, that's what I mean. Why? Yeah, but why would they just end it after 6?
Maybe because it's like in the beginning of the season, so they don't really matter so much. You know, I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, maybe unless you know, I don't know. Usually they don't do that type of stuff.
Yeah,
it's very odd. I don't know. So yeah, it's weird.
That's a first.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I don't know. Final 6 innings, like you know, I get it. Like they're up 9-1, and then you have like you know the weather. But like I said, usually they make that up. We'll see. You know, it'll say something later in the season if they make up the other 3 innings. But I don't. Maybe not.
Right.
Yeah, man.
Huh. That's
Weird.
Yeah.
It's
Where
very odd,
are
very
they
odd.
playing? Do you know?
New York
Oh, they're playing in here. That's the Mets, right?
Yankees.
Oh, Yankees. My bad.
Yeah. No, like I said though, the yeah, it's just a trip.
Yeah.
Like I said, because usually they finish a lot of the things, like you know, for the makeup.
Yeah, but I mean, it was a pretty like offset score too, so maybe that's another reason because they were like getting whooped on type thing.
That's what I mean. Yeah, like you know, that's kind of a trip. So
They're like, you know what, this ain't going nowhere. Let's just stop.
yeah. Let's just stop it. The rain is here. We're down 9-1. We concede. You know,
Right.
it's just weird. I don't remember that type of stuff back in the day.
The first time a baseball team gave up.
I don't think so, man. I don't know. It's weird. That's odd. That's odd to me.
That's crazy.
But yeah, so it's gonna be interesting, you know. So
All right.
especially with the playoffs coming up too for you know for the NBA too. So
Yeah,
it's
definitely.
gonna be interesting. All the sports are. It's gonna be good.
All right. Well, let's move on and let's pull up some UFC fighters or fights for tomorrow. It's going to be some good ones as well for that. So let me pull that up for you guys real quick if I can find it. Here it is. All right. Let's see who's fighting tomorrow. So let me pull that. There we go. You guys probably can't see it so well, but I'll tell you guys anyway. So tomorrow, your main event, it's a featherweight bout, and that's going to be Alexander Volkanovski. He's back. He's 26-4, and he's fighting against Diego Lopez, who's 26-6. On that fight, my prediction, I'm going with Diego Lopez. I love Alexander Volkanovski. That dude has heart, and he can fight, man. But the last like 2 or 3 that he lost, like he lost them in a row, and it looks like he just kind of like just said screw it, and now he's like, I don't know, something happens. It's weird with fighters because there's fighters like that, especially like Tony Ferguson, where once they lose a fight, like they can never go back to that like that they need to win the fights anymore, you know. And that's basically what's been happening with Alexander Volkanovski. That's why I'm giving that one to Diego Lopez. Your lightweight, your co-main event is going to be really exciting. That's going to be Michael Chandler. He's 23-9, and that's an old school guy right there. And he's fighting Paddy Pimblett, who's like an Irish dude, super cool dude. Everybody like the way he looks, it almost like people be clowning, but dude, that guy can fight, and he's 22-3. I'm gonna give him that fight because Paddy's just, I don't know, man. He's on another level, and he's proven everybody wrong so far because he's whooping everybody's ass. For your featherweight bout after that, or before that, would be Yair Rodriguez, who's also a really good fighter, against the Patricio Pitbull. Yair is 20-6. Patricio Pitbull is 36-7. I'm gonna give that one to Rodriguez just because I've seen how Rodriguez fights, and he's pretty crazy. He's a good fighter. Featherweight, you got Bryce Mitchell, who's also a really good fighter. He's 17-3 against Gene Silva, who's 15-2. Bryce, I'm going to take Bryce on that one. Your lightweight, you got Nikita Krylov, 30-9 against Dominic Reyes, 14-4. Y'all probably know who Dominic Reyes is. He's kind of an old school fighter too. But ever since he lost to my Polish dude, the Polish Power, Blankowski, he basically kind of like started losing and was been on a pretty big losing streak as well. So I'm going to give it to Nikita. Besides that, your prelims, I'm going to just mention there is, let me see. There's only the very first one. The last of the prelims would be Dan Ige against Sean Woodson. That'll be a good fight too. I'll give it to Sean Woodson, even though I really like Ige because Ige he's pretty badass. But he's 18-9, and Sean Woodson is 13-1. So I'm just gonna go with Sean Woodson on that one because of the record. Let me see. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna actually mention one from early prelims. I got my Polish dude fighting. This guy's an up and coming fighter. He's super sick with it, bro. He's got that knockout power. He's got that Polish power, and his name is Michael. His last name I wouldn't be able to say, and I'm Polish, so that's kind of clowning. But it's if I try to say it, it'll be like Oleg Shezhuk. Yeah, he's the very first early prelim fight against Cedriques Dumas, and that'll be a good one because Dumas is 10-2. Michael or Michał in Polish is 19-9. I would say Dumas because of the record, but my dude's Polish. That's my brother from another mother, so I'm gonna go with my Polish dude on that one. Even though in the past the way he fought sometimes was could have been okay, or it didn't give me 100% like. I guess I wasn't like 100% like, yeah, this guy's got it, but he's been improving a lot every fight that he does. So I think he might be able to take it. And that is our UFC for tomorrow. We just wanted to update you with some fighters to let you know who's fighting or not. And that being said, let's get into our trending topics of the day. So, Jay, I don't know if you know this one, but another plane crashed today. In Boca Raton.
Boca Raton, damn, Florida, huh? That's
Florida.
Random.
So
it's a nice area.
Nice area, right? So yeah,
it wasn't a private plane. Was it a private plane?
Private plane, yeah.
Figures.
Boca
Raton, damn.
3 dead, 1 injured, and it was near I-95 in Boca Raton.
Damn.
So it says Boca Raton fire rescue said the plane plane crash that killed all 3 people on board emitted a fireball when it hit the ground, injuring a person in the nearby car. So basically everybody in the plane died, and then the person that got injured was in the car. It was a plane. It was a Cessna 310.
Oh, it was a Cessna. Okay.
Fire officials told the South Florida Sun Sentinel that the aircraft appeared to have pushed a car onto the railroad tracks. Then it led to the tracks closure. What else did it say? It just says that the people just saw like a huge fireball like coming out of that plane, so it might have just exploded right before it hit the ground.
Wow.
It doesn't really say anything else about it. So yeah, it's pretty new. This is pretty breaking news, guys. So it's not like there's a lot of information. But yeah, there's not even, I can't even show you like there's no pictures of it or anything. But yeah, not shout out, but RIP to the families involved and to everybody that got involved in that and is affected by that. This is kind of crazy because this every time like something like a plane crash or like yesterday the helicopter in the Hudson crashed. There's like lately it's always like another something like that follows right away type thing, you know. So that's been kind of crazy that's been happening. But yeah. Oh, you know what? I might actually have some video. Let me see real quick if this is at my accidents.
That's kind of crazy, man. Boca Raton's really nice area.
I know.
So that's why I assumed it was private, but it was yeah. Since it's that area, like I wonder who it was.
Right.
You know, private plane. You know what I mean? That sucks.
Yeah.
I wonder if they had their whole family on there and stuff. It's terrible.
I do have some news. I can I guess they reported on it. So
Terrible.
I can put that bring that up for everybody. You know.
Yeah, of course.
I'll bring that up real quick. Let's see what they got to say about this.
First tonight here at 6 o'clock, a small plane in pieces after it crashed moments after leaving a South Florida airport.
A crash causing a street scare, especially for one driver who found himself in danger. Hello again. And good evening on this Friday. The big story tonight, tragedy after takeoff.
Everybody on board the plane losing their lives. We have live Team 7 coverage. And we begin with Brandon Byer, who's in Boca Raton. That's where the plane went down. Brandon.
And Melky's just behind us here. We know that the 3 people on board perished. No one survived on board the plane, but the person who was in the car going to be okay. NTSB is investigating. We should know more soon.
Plane just crashed.
A plane crash in Boca Raton, killing all 3 people on board Friday morning. One of them Bob Stark of Boca. A man in a car also injured on the ground.
Who's in this car?
Cell phone video shows witnesses rushing to help. Incredibly, the person who was in this car has only minor injuries. Rescue crews say the plane just missed him, but the chaos caused him to crash.
He hit a tree because of all the debris and the fire.
The plane, a Cessna 310 like this one, had just left the Boca Raton airport and was headed for Tallahassee. But it didn't get far before crashing at Military Trail and Glades Road.
You can see they hit the trees, broke some branches, and then came down.
Witnesses say it appeared the pilot was circling before coming down.
So that's why we saw him, you know.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy, man. So if he was circling before coming down and he just took off, something must have been wrong with the airplane, you know?
Of course. That's crazy, man.
Right.
That's insane. I'm like, Jesus.
Yeah, well, RIP, man, to the people that lost their lives on that airplane.
That's the truth, man. That's some scary, man. Jesus.
I know. All right, well, let's move on. And Jay, what you got for us about these real ID BS that they be talking about?
Starting May 7th, they're required for domestic air travel, man.
What about, so not international, just domestic?
Both.
Oh, okay.
You need it to just even to fly around. It's crazy. So yeah, the Real ID Act, you know, established to enhance security and prevent identity fraud. We need a Real ID compliant driver's license or a passport, which is why I'm renewing my passport, because if you have a passport, you do not need a Real ID.
Oh, okay, good, because I have my passport.
Way smarter. It's way smarter because yeah, I don't know about this Real ID stuff. So
I heard that they have like a chip in it that can track you and stuff, bro.
I believe it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know much about it because I didn't even plan on getting it. I just wanted to renew my passport. So
yeah, definitely.
Yeah, man, but it's just weird because it says you need it to fly domestically.
And do you know which states actually are adopting Real ID? Because I know California, where we're at for sure, but I think New York was one of them. I knew there were some other ones, but I don't know exactly which states.
What do you mean?
the real ID it's not just like a California thing. There's other states that are adopting it, but I didn't know what states it is actually. If it's just like New York and us, or if there's other states besides us.
You need it to fly. Doesn't matter. You need it to fly. If you're flying, you do need it. That's
Right.
why it says. That's why it says it's required for domestic air travel. So even if I'm here and say if I was in Oklahoma and it wasn't required, you still need it to fly. Doesn't matter.
So basically, from what you're saying, this kind of looks like it's going to be implemented in the whole United States. Every state is
Yes.
going to have this.
You have to because it's for domestic air travel,
Got you.
not just international, domestic. So if I want to, it's for flying.
Okay.
Yeah, like that's why I was like, what? So either you have that or you have a passport. So I don't know why, but yeah, like I said, they said it's for security and prevent identity fraud. So yeah, whatever that is.
Right.
I thought it would have been built in our driver's licenses, but no, apparently not.
Yeah, definitely.
Very, very, yeah. So, but yeah, that's starting May 7th.
May 7th. Okay, so we still got a
Yeah.
month and about a month, a little less than a month.
Yeah, it's just, like I said, it's just for flying in general.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter what state you're from.
And
So,
do you by any chance know how is it going to prevent like the fraud? Like what's different about the real ID than the regular?
I know nothing about the real ID. I don't even plan on getting it.
Yeah, me either.
I have they sent me my driver's license, like they always do.
Yeah.
So I'm not a DMV person, man. DMV takes forever.
I know.
So yeah, that's what I mean. I have my thing where I already have the paperwork. I just have to renew my passport. So
The real ID sounds to me like another vaccine.
probably.
You
never know. Well, I mean, like they said, it's to enhance security, prevent identity fraud. It's just like you said. I believe it's another way to just track you.
Yeah, definitely.
So, yeah, man. But
they already have all the speed cameras up and all this other shit, don't they? Like, can't they just like stop already? Come on, man.
yeah, but this is like I said. This is to track you if you're flying just anywhere.
Yeah, exactly.
So, yeah, but I'm not. Yeah, it's weird, but yeah, they're trying to implement that, and it's going to be implemented May 7th. So
yeah. Oh man. Well, it is what it is. Like I said, and you said, we're going to use our passports anyway. It don't matter.
yeah. So that I believe that's a smarter choice. Why? Because you could use that for domestic, but if you're also traveling international, then you have your passport.
Yeah, you have to have your passport for that.
Well, that's what I mean. It makes it a lot easier.
Right.
So if you're going to, I believe, Canada and Mexico, you could just use your real ID.
Oh, okay.
You don't need to use a passport, but that's what I mean. If you have a passport, you could use it for anywhere.
Yeah, exactly.
Why get a real ID?
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying. Doesn't make sense.
Crazy.
Yeah, very odd, but yeah, that's what they're doing.
Let's move on, and let me share this screen with you real quick. So basically, there was a student from his name was Mahmoud Khalil from I think Columbia University, and I think he got deported or he was about to be deported. So let me just share with you what it says here. It says, facing a deadline from an immigration judge to turn over evidence for its attempted deportation of Columbia University activist Mahmoud Khalil, the federal government has instead submitted a brief memo signed by Secretary of State Marco Rubio, citing the Trump administration's authority to expel non-citizens whose presence in the country damages U.S. foreign policy interests. So basically, they're allowing the judges are allowing him to get taken out of the U.S. because he is a protester, and I guess he's like a pretty big one, So
I did not know.
Yeah, he's like one of the big dudes like that. He kind of arranges everything in the Columbia University. So they basically want to get rid of him, and I think the judge allowed that. The 2-page memo, which was obtained by the Associated Press, does not allege any criminal conduct by Khalil. He's a legal permanent U.S. resident and graduate student who served as spokesperson for campus activists last year during large demonstrations against Israel's treatment of Palestinians in the war in Gaza. Rather, Rubio wrote Khalil would be expelled for his beliefs. He said that while Khalil's activities were otherwise lawful, letting him remain in the country would undermine U.S. policy to combat anti-Semitism around the world and in the United States, in addition to efforts to protect the Jewish students from harassment and violence in the United States. Condoning anti-Semitic conduct and disruptive protests in the United States would severely undermine that significant foreign policy objective, Rubio wrote in the undated memo. So I remember like watching some kind of videos about this, and because of this dude, the reason why it's so serious with him is because of this dude. I remember they started like literally going and trying to attack like Jewish people that were like walking around that campus. And Columbia University, it's like a really like well-known, world-renowned, university. So
in New York.
Yeah, New York. So I think they're just making an example. They're setting an example out of him for others to not follow in his footsteps, because he was orchestrating a whole bunch of massive demonstrations.
Was he?
Yeah, yeah.
So that's why?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the truth.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, that's why, and then his whole like belief system about it, because basically, they're saying that he's anti-Semitic, so
Okay.
he is Palestinian, and he was.
Oh, got it. Got it. That's okay. That makes more sense.
Yeah.
That makes a lot more sense.
Yep. So yeah, it is what it is. But I don't know. Do you think that they're doing the right thing by taking him out like that, or not?
I don't know. It's not my call. I'm not sure. I'm not sure, man. That's why I was asking. I was curious.
Because it also says that the U.S. government has also been revoking the visas of international students who criticize Israel or accused it of mistreating Palestinians.
Got it.
So, but we've been having a lot of like protests, Palestinian protests lately. Not here. I mean, here too, but not lately here. But we did have them like a few months back. I'm sure you remember that.
I know. I remember.
Like they were like closing down freeways. I think a lot of people just got like kind of pissed off by the way they were doing it. So,
of course,
I can't say that what they're doing is the right thing on this one. I don't agree 100%.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't call those things, but when I see the protesters and stuff, I don't. Yeah, I'm not really big in that crowd. That's, what I'm saying.
Right.
I'm not really big on ruin other people's days. So.
Right.
Yeah, that's what I believe. That's what I see when I, when that stuff comes about. So
exactly.
Yeah, you know what I mean. I don't follow one thing by doing another.
Yeah, and we don't really know the struggles of the Palestinians,
I know.
You know what I mean. So we can't really speak on that because what they go through is like we can't even phantom what they go through. You know what I mean? Like,
of course.
So that's crazy. Anyway, let's move on and let's see what we got next. What trending news we got next? We got what's up with this Picasso painting that you're about to report on?
You see that? That's the new painting. So it's remember President Trump after the assassination attempt?
Yeah.
So that picture of right there, the iconic one of him, with the flag and everything.
Yep.
He just replaced Obama's portrait with that one.
Damn.
There's no official reason why, but I ain't mad at it. It's very iconic to me. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
So yeah, I mean, obviously he's president right now. So, I mean, I think it's a good picture. I'm sure a lot of people in America, that was a picture that just, that represents like America. So yeah, I'm not mad at it. It's very iconic, especially what happened, especially that assassination attempt on him. So yeah, man. But yeah, so they replaced the Obama portrait.
Do you think that could be like, let's get into the psychology of it, like knowing kind of the way Trump is. Do you think that could be like a morale booster for him to see that when he does see it, and he'll be like, oh yeah, I need that type thing,
Of course. Why wouldn't it be? Like, think about it. You're president, right? And you walk in and you see someone else's picture, you'd be like, what the hell is this?
Yeah.
And then now you see your own picture where someone almost took you out, right? And you're like, I got you,
Right.
Yeah. Like I said, it's I think it's a good. He's the president. Why stare at someone else's picture? You know what I mean? So, I think it's an iconic picture anyway. If it was some random picture, okay, yeah, that's kind of weird. But that was an iconic like portrait that someone captured. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
Especially after being almost, being assassinated.
Yeah.
Like that's so yeah, I'm at it.
Have you ever have you ever seen you know that there was also like a assassination attempt on Ronald Reagan back in the day? Have you seen that one?
Yeah.
Have you seen that video of how he was like doing a speech and like a balloon pops and then like what he says and stuff, like how cool he was about it?
No.
You didn't see that? I'm gonna try to see if
Well, maybe actually. I'm trying to think. But yeah, play it.
let me try to
I don't know.
pull it up for you guys.
Don't know.
Okay, I think I got it right here, but I'm trying to see why there's no
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I don't see why there's no volume now.
Doesn't need volume.
Oh, yeah. Well, because it's what he says.
Oh, you have to hear what he says. Okay, yeah. Then I think I have seen it.
I got it up. So anyway, so we can play it for everybody.
Yeah, for sure.
So I'm gonna play this for you guys. Shout out to the 76 people watching. So back in the day, Reagan he had his own attempt of his life. He like assassins tried to kill him, but he was like a really chill president. Like he was like, what I mean, no fucks given type shit. So this is what happened with him when he was doing like a little speech and the balloon pops off. I want to show you guys this. It's pretty cool what he did or what he said. All right, here it is. Watch this, guys.
By its very existence and character, Berlin remains the most compelling argument for an open world. We're reminded of the many traditions of openness and democracy that have marked the history of this city. America missed me.
Super savage.
That's the super savage, bro. Super savage. He said, "Miss me."
It.
He took a deep breath, like, oh, "Miss me, motherfuckers."
I love it, bro.
Yeah. That's funny.
That's how it's done. That's how it's done right there.
Exactly. Sorry for the cuss words, any kids watching, but it is Effort Friday. So if y'all don't know, this is the one episode on Fridays we do where we kind of tend to have a little bit more vulgar wording in some of our segments that we do. But yeah, so that is the new Picasso that we just talked about. That's going to be in the White House now. We replaced Obama's picture with that one. And let's move on. I have somewhat of celebrity news for you guys. I didn't really see too much celebrity news, but the one I did see, it's not really celebrity, but it's, I guess, since it is Effort Friday, that's why I found this trending topic, and it's porn celebrity. So let me get into this. So guys, it looks like, let me pull up the screen. So it looks like there was it looks like, I don't know, I'm just going to read the thing. It says, she plotted husband's murder with her porn star lover, then burst into tears when jury found her guilty.
Wow.
So I don't know if you heard the story, but the wife of a celebrity hairstylist has been found guilty of orchestrating his murder with help from her porn actor lover in a plot to collect life insurance money. Following a 10-week trial, Monica Cementelli, the 53, was convicted of 1 count of murder with special circumstance allegations involving financial gain and 1 count of murder while lying in wait in the 2017 death of 49-year-old Canadian hair executive and father of 3, Fabio Cementelli. According to LA Times, Monica burst into tears as the verdict was read. Prosecutors had said Monica she had a plan to kill Fabio with her lover, Robert Baker, a convicted sex offender and ex-porn actor turned racquetball instructor, in the hopes of collecting his $1.6 million life insurance money. This was a cold and calculated crime motivated by greed and betrayal. Yeah, so basically, that's basically what happened. Yeah, and that's the killers. That's the picture. That's her. And that's the ex-porn star turned racquetball instructor right there. and that's the dude that they took out basically for his life insurance money. So it's sad, man. It's sad sometimes to see like how money influences people to do stupid shit like that. It's really sad.
That's why you always got to be, got to be on point. Watch your back.
Be on point, watch your back, and don't announce even to your wife sometimes because like relationships go bad all the time, man. If you have a life insurance policy on yourself, just keep it to yourself. You know what I mean?
I agree. I totally agree. I don't believe. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's how my head works, though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, that sucks, man. That type of shit pisses me off.
I know. I would literally just like put the whole
that.
policy into like some kind of safe or somewheres, and I'll be like, "Hey, wifey, if anything ever happens to me, then you have to like I'll make this whole like puzzle thing for her to figure out to get to the code beforehand to where you know what I mean, so that if I did ever die, then she would be able to like see it then, but not until then. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Yeah. And maybe even make it a little bit like the.
I hate hearing stuff like that, man. Like, listen, like, you know what I mean? Obviously, he wasn't thinking anything like that, He wasn't thinking defensively. You know what I mean?
It sucks, man. It really sucks.
That's what I mean. Someone trying to you got the nerve, the audacity to try to take me out and take my life insurance money. You crazy, bro.
I know.
Some people are crazy out there, dude.
For sure.
Crazy.
He should have he should have made his whole house like the Saw movie for his wife.
Yep. Oh, without a doubt, bro. But this is why people think the way they think, dude. You have crazy ass people like this, and just you hear stories like this, and people wonder why people are so guarded, or so like defensive, or so like the way they think, like, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like, you always got to watch your back, bro, from everyone.
Definitely. All right. Well, let's move on to Jay's movie of the day. What you watching, bro? Because I can only see half the screen.
Oh, sorry. You can't. Can you? Also, you can't see any of it.
Not really.
Oh, okay. I'm watching Game of Death.
Oh, is it like Game of Thrones?
No.
Game of Thrones is the Game of Death, bro.
I love Game of Thrones. It's one of my favorite series ever.
So you're watching the Bruce Lee flick, Game of Death.
Correct. Exactly.
Gotcha.
Yeah, Game of Thrones is one of my favorites, but I am not watching Game of Thrones right now. This is Game of Death. Yeah. So, I was in a Bruce Lee mood.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I don't even know if that worked. What I just did, I tried to move it up a little bit for you. But
it's all good, man. Don't even worry about it. We can see half the screen, so it's all good.
Oh, got you. It's all good, man. But yeah, one of my favorite Bruce Lee films in general.
Perfect. What
he didn't have many because obviously he was taken out before like a big part of his career.
So what is Game of Death about?
Basically deception. Kind of what we were talking about, man. You know what I mean? Like he was basically like, how do I put this into terms? Like he was an actor. You know what I mean? He's a very popular guy in the movie Bruce Lee, you know what I mean? And he was dating this singer who was very popular.
Yeah.
And obviously there's always going to be a bad guy in a movie, but so the bad guy attempted like maybe 4 or 5 times to try to take him out.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And the movie was very iconic because it had Kareem Abdul-Jabbar like toward the end of it.
Yeah.
So like obviously Bruce Lee would take out all his enemies, you know what I mean? And these guys were the major players in the movie, like, the bad guys. They kept throwing people at Bruce Lee in all different scenarios to try to take him out.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But the iconic scene was like having like I said, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar in the movie, like towards the end, because he was playing ball at the time.
Right. He was this like huge, like tall, skinny dude.
Compared to like 7 feet tall, and you had to see Bruce Lee whoop his ass.
But didn't they also have Chuck Norris in that movie?
In this one? No, not in this one.
Not in this one? Okay.
No, he was in Enter the Dragon? I can't remember. It was either Enter the Dragon or like Fist of Fury.
Oh, okay.
I have a few Bruce Lee movies. And yeah, Bruce Lee was a badass, bro. I don't think anyone would have kicked Bruce Lee's ass, bro.
I know.
He had ultimate just strength and power, dude. It was crazy because he wasn't even that big.
Right.
But if he kicked you, bro, it was over.
Oh, I already know.
Put one kick to you, you're done. I forgot the amount. I read the amount of force his kick carried with him. Oh, dude.
Yeah.
I think
You know what's kind of crazy is I'm looking at the cast of the movie, and it definitely says Chuck Norris was in it, bro. I think he was so young that you probably didn't realize it was him.
No, they're just saying so what they do in movies back in the day, they just showed him in the beginning, like this is one of his later movies. They showed like the intro. He was in the intro, but it's from the movie before. You know how you show like a little thing from the movie before?
Yeah.
That's all. It's the only part he was in.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So in the last movie, like I said, I can't remember if it was Enter the Dragon or Fist of Fury. I don't think it was Enter the Dragon. That was his main. It was the one before that. Yeah, so it was probably Fist of Fury where he fought Chuck Norris in that iconic scene outside with the bricks and everything. And so they showed that in the beginning, like as a recap.
Oh, I got you.
Yep, and then from there it goes on. Yeah, it goes on to the movie. You know what I mean? But that's it. And it's funny because Chuck Norris was young.
Right.
But Chuck Norris was cool too, but he wasn't on Bruce Lee's level, obviously.
So I want to see this because I think I'm able to pull up the clip of Chuck Norris in this movie. I want to see like how young he is, you know?
Yeah.
So this is
a good one.
This is him and Bruce Lee in Game of Death right here.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can pull this up for everybody. Make it big. So the intro they did a fight scene in the intro. That's all they did.
Because it's from the older movie.
Oh, okay. So
it's from the older movie.
Gotcha.
So
let's check this
out. It's a good one. Yeah.
Let's see Bruce Lee fighting Chuck Norris.
It's not even close, man.
Let's see what happens.
Even close. And I love Chuck Norris, but it's not even close. It's not even close, bro.
Chuck Norris is like straight American fighting, you know?
That's what I'm saying. It wasn't even close.
Dude, the moves that Bruce Lee had to make are like not actually like hit him hard, you know?
I know. Like I said, Bruce Lee was a badass, bro. Hell yeah, man.
That's all funny, bro.
I'm telling you, man.
That's crazy.
Bruce Lee would whoop, like I said, he would whoop many people's asses, bro. He wasn't even close. That's what I mean, man. Like he was just different levels, dude. Different levels to to everything.
So Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, did he have a better fight scene, or was it kind of similar type shit?
Same thing. I mean, in the movies, they really portrayed Bruce Lee as someone that could kick anyone's ass.
Right.
The only time, and it was only later in life when Bruce Lee had died, the only time they portrayed Bruce Lee as having a tough fight scene was against the only time they made him have a hard fight scene was against Wong Jackman, I believe his name was. Remember in San Francisco?
Right.
The one guy that they said,
he messed up his back, like he kicked him in the back when he wasn't like watching.
No, that was a Chinese gang that did that.
Oh, okay.
That was like a underground, like I'm talking about when he actually had someone to fight that was equal.
Right.
Yeah, you're talking about a scene that happened. I forgot the story, but some guy that was really tough from Chinatown kicked him right in the back when he wasn't looking.
Yeah, exactly.
And he had already won the fight.
Oh, okay.
That's what I mean. No, I'm talking about an actual fight scene where they actually people had agreed that, you know, if they ever like fought, like it would have been very equal, and they showed it in that one film. But it was later. He was already dead at that time.
Oh, okay.
It was against Wong Jackman. That was the only fight that that people in actual real life said that it was very even.
Right.
You know what I mean? And then they remade it later, like, you know, maybe like 10 years ago.
Yeah.
And that's the scene that that they showed Wong Jackman and Bruce Lee fighting.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, basically Bruce Lee didn't want him to come out here because they said that, like I said, they said that that's the only guy that gave him a run for his money, and it would have ruined his fighting style, Jeet Kune Do.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's so. Yeah, so it was cool, the fight scene that they did.
Yeah, and from what I understand, Bruce Lee, he was taught Shaolin Kung Fu, right?
Yeah.
That was his style?
Yes, and then he made his own style.
Okay.
It was called Jeet Kune Do. He combined it.
You know, next to my house, there's a place that teaches Shaolin.
Yeah, I believe it. Like I said, that's old school. But what he did, so when he first came out here, he tried to teach, I believe, people in Oakland and anywhere that wanted to learn.
Yeah.
And like a lot of that, this is why that the scene you're talking about when he got kicked in the back.
Yeah.
They didn't want, so that's a very, very sacred on that side of the world.
Yeah.
And they didn't want him teaching just anyone.
Right.
They're like, hey, these are the secrets of our people. You can't do that. And he was like, no, I don't care. And then that's when they said, okay, we'll have you fight for it, like underground fight, you know?
Yeah.
And he was like, okay. And then he kicked dude's ass, and he's like, I teach who I want. And then when he turned around, that dude got up because he was about to be, you know, I don't know if they sentenced him to death or whatever, but he kicked him right in the back.
Yeah.
And then he was supposedly not like ever able to walk again.
Right, I remember that.
And then he got up after, like, I don't know, I think it was 2 years, you know? And then he went to a tournament, and he ended up fighting that same dude.
Right.
And that dude kicked him in the back again, and he just turned on something in his head, bro, and went, ah! And then just went ham on him and kicked his ass in less than a minute.
Yeah,
we're talking less than a minute.
I know.
Crazy stuff, bro. But that's what I mean. Bruce Lee was on another level, bro.
Definitely.
I think he kicking anyone's ass. You know, honestly, bro. Honestly, I even heard Tyson say that back, and this is when Tyson was like, I thought Tyson was the most feared person around when watching him fight growing up, and he even said that. He's like, yeah, Bruce Lee.
Yeah.
I think everyone believed that though, bro. He just had a different gear.
Yeah, definitely.
Different gear, bro.
What do you rate the movie 1 to 10?
Bruce Lee film, my favorite one, dude. Definitely. I'll go. Out of all Bruce Lee's movies, I'll go 9.7.
7. What's the 0.3 deduction for?
Because in this one, like, so in all Bruce Lee films, unfortunately, he didn't have the real budget of the talking and the subtitle area. You know what I mean? So yeah. I knock him for that. And there's a couple parts in this, especially in this film, that really pissed me off. Like with a couple of the fight scenes, like early, not the Chuck Norris one, but a couple of the other ones. So these 3 fights at the end right here, oh man, iconic. Like I said, he fights these 3 people, and it's hardcore stuff. It showcases all his like, you know, using nunchucks, using his abilities. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah. There's just very little things. They're very minor,
right?
You know, but he couldn't help it at the time with the budget because he was going through a lot of different things. You know, but remember, Bruce Lee used to put on for San Francisco.
Oh, I remember.
Because we have the biggest Chinatown out here. You know that,
right?
You know what I mean? And yeah, so this is where he migrated to. Remember?
Yeah.
So I'm a big Bruce Lee fan, bro.
Yeah.
Like I said. I feel you put that guy up against anyone in a prime, and he gonna kick their ass.
The only thing that sucks is that they should have put his grave here, and they put it in Seattle for some reason. You know, I think he had some stuff. He was doing stuff in Seattle too. That's why. But
yeah, I just don't think he. Yeah, I just don't think you know, they wanted people to mess with it just in case.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So. But yeah, it's very yeah, man, very iconic, dude. Bruce Lee, another entity, dude. Another level.
Which actor do you want to do the thing on? Should we do it on Kareem Abdul or Chuck Norris or Bruce Lee himself? Because I think we did Bruce Lee before, if I'm not
Yeah,
mistaken.
we have. I mean, we could do it on. It even has. We could do it on pretty much on anyone in the film. It's up to you. Like I don't. Doesn't matter to me. We could do. I mean, if you wanted to, it'd be kind of weird to do a Chuck Norris one. You know what I mean?
So we'll do Kareem.
Well, Kareem wasn't. I mean, Kareem wasn't in too many films here, bro.
I know. So we gotta pick and choose.
You could do. I mean, we could do. The chick he was dating, if you want. She was pretty popular.
What was her name?
Colleen Camp.
Colleen.
Yeah, Colleen Camp. She was in. Yeah, she was in hella movies like growing up. You know what I mean?
Let's see okay, I got you.
Yeah, she was in like a lot of the movies growing up.
Damn. She was a baddie, and then life happened.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, but I mean, she's really older now. But yeah, yeah, at that time, yeah, especially because she was in, like, you figure Game of Death, this came out in the 70s.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's not like she was like hella young at that time. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But like, yeah, like we could do the thing on her because she played a great role in this. It wasn't my favorite film of hers though, for sure. Yeah, like because she was in so many movies, like I said. But yeah, my favorite film, if you want to know from hers, is Clue.
Clue? Never seen it.
So you ever heard of the board game Clue?
Yeah.
Yeah, she was in that, and I was honestly growing up. That was one of my favorite movies. I used to love playing Clue.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but they made a movie out of it, and she was in it.
You know what's funny is when I tell you my favorite movie of her, you're gonna be like, "Damn, why didn't I choose that one?"
No,
I got a feeling.
Yeah. No, because like I said, Clue, whole nother level, bro.
Okay.
Whole nother level. Because it's like to me, it's the all around everything. You know what I mean? But yeah, you could be right. You never know.
What is your favorite underrated movie of hers?
Underrated? I'll go. I could go this one, or I could go.
Game of Death.
Which one?
Game of Death. You're saying this one as a Game of Death?
Yeah, I'm saying I could go this one, or I could. There's a few other ones, but yeah, I think I'll go. I think I'll go with. I'll go with this one.
Okay.
I'll go with this one just because, like I said, she doesn't have. I mean, she has a lot of movies, but like I said, her, I think before 2000 is all her like excellent movies. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know what I mean? Because she was even in a movie that I liked that was out like later, like that came out like maybe like 8 years ago with Keanu Reeves. Excellent movie. But you couldn't even tell it was her. You couldn't even tell it was her. Like, you know, she had like one little scene, like where she came to the door knocking, like, you know, and I was like, that can't be her. And I was like, oh my God, it is. It was weird. But yeah, so I'll go with this. I'll go with these two so I don't tarnish her name.
Okay. And, for me, I would say my favorite movie of hers was Police Academy 2.
Of course. That's iconic. I remember that.
And I got two, actually. I'll say that one and Die Hard with a Vengeance because she was in that one as well.
I know she was, but see, that's when her career started. Like, I know she was still in it, but she was like, she was getting older, obviously, and, you know, she was like, she had a funny part in it, actually.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because she was doing a lot of the switchboard and everything, you know, as in the police station.
Right. I remember.
You know what I mean? And she kept, yeah, it was just kind of funny, man, the way she was in there.
And as far as underrated for her,
that's what I would have went with for underrated if you were saying that, because not a lot of people knew she was even in Die Hard with a Vengeance.
Oh, yeah.
Because that's like, to me, that's the best Die Hard, without a doubt.
I got you. But the movie itself is not like underrated. That's why I didn't go with that.
No, not at all. That's my favorite Die Hard, without a doubt.
You know, she was also in Police Academy 4 too.
Yeah, of course. So that series she was iconic in, bro.
Yeah.
Iconic.
Was she she was a police officer, right? That blonde one?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. So she was iconic in that, bro.
Yeah, she was.
That's what I mean, you know.
But as far as underrated, I guess I would go with Daryl.
With which one?
Daryl. You don't remember Daryl?
Oh, maybe.
He's the 10-year-old boy. However, his foster parents and friends. Daryl's actually a government-created robot with superhuman reflexes and mental abilities. Even his name has a hidden meaning.
I think I know what you're talking about. Holy shit, I haven't seen that in a long time.
Super old movie, bro. Old school movie.
Dude, I think I know what you're talking about.
I know you know what I'm talking about, bro.
I know, no. Yeah, I think I know exactly what you're talking about. Oh my God, I forgot about that movie.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that movie in over 20 years.
Yep.
Holy shit.
That was a great
Wow.
one. That was a really good movie.
It really was, dude. Dude, I blanked. I haven't heard that name. I haven't heard that name because it stood for something, that movie.
Yeah.
The name actually, Daryl, like it actually stood for something I can't remember.
Right.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was a kid, but he was a super soldier for the kid. Like he was like, you know.
No, that's what I mean. So the name Daryl, it's an acronym, and I can't remember what it stood for.
It
Some
stands
kind of
for
robot
Data
thing.
Analyzing Robot Youth Life Form.
There you go. There you go. Exactly. Damn, man, I haven't heard that fucking movie in years. Holy shit.
That was a good one.
I'm shocked. Man, wow. I remember watching that as a youngster.
Well, I know.
Holy shit. Wow. That brings me way back, bro.
That's why we got to do that's why we do these episodes, man, because there's all these movies that like nostalgia that we forget about, you know. So
Damn, I totally forgot about that, dude. As soon as you said, I was like, hold on. Oh my God. Yeah, because I remember him even saying the acronym too.
Yep. Well, I know.
That's a good one, bro. Good job.
It was.
Good job.
Right. Well, that is our movie of the day.
Super throwback.
And let's move on and let's get into some crypto news. Let's see what's going on in crypto today, man. Dude, you know what's funny, Jay, was that so remember I told you I had my mom's invested G into Doge?
Yeah, of course.
Dude, overnight it went from 0.15 cents to like 0.48 cents, and then it crashed right back down to 15 today. And I was just like, I don't know if my mom even know if she knew that happened, bro. But if I would have looked like a hero to her, bro. Like if she actually like opened the app to see like how if she
you will look like a hero when it's time, man. But
no,
just
that too. But I'm just saying, like it literally overnight, from the time like I had her invest in it till like within like 12 hours, bro. It was like at its almost peak again. You know what I mean? Like, dude,
it happens, man.
It was just crazy, bro. When I seen that, you know.
But that type of stuff is going to happen. That's why it's good that you don't you don't want her to check that.
No, it's totally right.
Leave it alone.
It makes me excited because I checked it and I was like, damn, I just made my mom all this money for like a few hours.
Yeah, but just remember, it's going to go high.
No,
it will go high.
I know.
You know what I mean? I'm blessed enough to have so many damn shares in that.
Definitely.
You know, like I said, that XRP, like all the ones I have, I'm blessed to have a lot of shares in.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So,
all right.
Just don't look at it. Don't look at it.
Exactly. For your crypto news, let's get into Bitcoin. Bitcoin is at 83,275 currently. It is up 3.31% in the last 24 hours. Ethereum, your largest altcoin, is at 1,565. It is up 1.38% in the last 24 hours. Your fear and greed index right now is back up into the fear 27, into the orange tier, so that's good. It didn't go any down further as it was going. It's actually going a little bit up now. So over the weekend, crypto kind of tends to go sideways until like Monday when the markets open, and then we'll see what happens there. But as of right now, it looks like everything is poised to start going up again. Your global crypto market cap as a whole is at 2.62 trillion. It is up 2.54% over the last 24 hours. Your top 5 trending coins. Number 1, Ondo. Ondo is up 5%. Number 2 is XCN. That one is up 9%. Number 3, we got Orca. Orca is up 84%. Number 4, we got Bonk. Bonk is up 14%. And number 5, a personal one that I'm into, is Virtual. Those are AI agents in that coin. And that one is up 19%, which is great news for me because I do have a lot of stuff into that one. So I definitely want to see that one going up. And then your top 5 gainers of the day, we got number 1, Snow Leopard or SNL. That one is up 3,384. Number 2, we got Dojo. That one is up 1,385. Number 3, we got Trump MAGA. That one is up 558. Number 4, we got Turbo Trump, and that one is up 477. And number 5, we got Pepe MAGA, and that one is up 470. That's crazy. We got all these like Trump ones, the top 5 gainers. And then even like all the way going down to like number 10, it's all like Trump ones. Number 11, Beer, that one is up 428%. Number 13 is Grok, that one is up 389%. Number 15, GameStop Coin, that one is up 369%. Let me see if there's any other top 100 that I can name. Number 31, why not? Bitcoin Wizards, never heard of it. Sounds kind of promising. 91% up right now. Looks like it's a new coin that just came out. Number 39, Rat Escape. That one is up 58%. Kind of funny. What else? Number 49, why not? We got a coin called Ramen. If you're into ramen, maybe you could check out this coin. That one is up 46%. And what else do we got? I don't see any other ones that are like kind of funny-ish or maybe something that I know of that would be like worth mentioning. A lot of the virtual AI agent ones are up, so that's great because, yeah, if you're into AI stuff, you'll definitely want to be in that one. Oh, there's another funny one. I got 2 more funny ones, number 90 and 91. So number 90, Unicorn Fart Dust, UFD. That one is up 27%. And number 91, Elon Trump Fart. That one is up 27%. And I think that's it. Yep, that is it for us, for our top 100 coins and the top 5 gainers. And that is our crypto news. So like I said, it's kind of probably going to be just going sideways over the weekend, but it will go higher later on. And let's move on to tomorrow, which will be April 12th's weather news. Let's see what's in store for the weather for you guys. I know over the weekend, a lot of people like to travel, so we definitely like to get you guys prepared and for the unknown weather. So here we go, guys. Starting with your coldest part of the U.S., that's going to be Caribou. It's actually going to be Buffalo, New York. Wow. Boston is going to be the coldest part of the U.S. tomorrow. It's going to be raining at 39 degrees only. Wow. Shout out to Boston, man. Haven't seen that get that cold for a while. And your hottest for tomorrow looks like it's going to be Phoenix. Phoenix is already up there. It's 100 degrees in Phoenix. It's going to be partly cloudy. Starting from the west coast to the east, where we're at in San Francisco, it's going to be nice and sunny at 66. LA, San Diego, you guys are going to be partly cloudy at 77. Seattle, you guys are going to be partly cloudy at 54. And then we got Boise, Idaho, you guys are going to be partly cloudy at 59. Salt Lake City, you guys are going to be at 74, partly cloudy. Las Vegas, you guys are going to be at 92, partly cloudy. Billings, Montana, you guys are going to be raining, 62 degrees there. Denver, you guys are going to be partly cloudy at 87 degrees. Albuquerque, 505, you guys are going to be sunny at 88. And El Paso, you guys are going to be sunny at 95. Kansas City, you guys are going to be sunny at 78. Oklahoma City, you guys are going to be windy at 85 degrees. While Dallas, you guys are going to be sunny at 84. Houston, you guys are going to be sunny at 85. And San Antonio, you guys are going to be sunny at 92. Minneapolis, you guys are going to be partly cloudy at 68 degrees, while Chicago, you guys are starting to warm up again. It's going to be partly cloudy at 58. Detroit, you guys are going to be partly cloudy at 56. Cincinnati, you guys are going to be partly cloudy at 60 degrees. St. Louis, you guys are going to be partly cloudy at 66. Memphis, you guys are going to be sunny at 67. New Orleans, you guys are going to be sunny at 75. Miami, 82 and sunny. Tampa, sunny, 75. Jacksonville, partly cloudy, 75. Atlanta, you guys are going to be at 63 and sunny. Charlotte, you guys are going to be partly cloudy, 62. Washington, D.C., you guys are going to be at 54 and raining. New York City, you guys are going to be raining at 43. And that is your average day highs for tomorrow, April 12th. So dress accordingly, guys. And that is our weather for tomorrow. Let's move on. Shout out to the 83 people watching. And Jim Borgini, it says, not hot here in Phoenix yet. Only hit 90 today. So yeah, tomorrow it's supposed to hit 100 over there. You guys are going to be about 10 degrees warmer, according to the Weather Channel. I've lived in Phoenix. I lived in Mesa for a little bit, and man, it's pretty tough out there in the summertime. I was like, if I can hack the summer, I can live there, and I could not hack the summer, especially when you go out and you can't even touch your steering wheel in your car for like the first 20 minutes. And you look at the birds, and you even got the birds with their like beaks like wide open, like suffering because it's like oven air over there, like you're in a straight oven. But Arizona in general, I love the place. You get really beautiful areas, especially Lake Havasu, one of my favorite places in Arizona, and Jay's too. All right, so let's get into astrology for tomorrow, April 12th, and starting with the first house of the zodiac, which is my sign Aries. Aries, for tomorrow, endurance workouts will leave you feeling empowered and strong. A day of financial relief is here as outstanding commitments are diminishing rapidly. A results-driven mindset will pave the way for continuous career elevation. A spontaneous plan with a cousin will create unforgettable moments. And if you are traveling tomorrow, expect a trip that brings pure happiness with beautiful views and exciting moments. Sounds like that's going to be my test drives with my clients tomorrow. And then we got Taurus. Your work-life balance is improving, bringing you peace and happiness. Your body may feel strong in the morning, but a gradual slowdown is expected by evening. Side hustle income can add financial support if managed efficiently. A fun-filled conversation with a family member will make tomorrow memorable. If you are embarking on a road trip tomorrow, expect a steady pace with moments of relaxation mixed with small distractions. Gemini, the love of your extended family will surround you with warmth tomorrow. Wanderlust is pushing you to explore new exciting destinations full of joy. Low-carb meals support weight management effectively. Wealth management should balance investment risks and security. Branding and advertising careers will shape the future of global businesses. Cancer, a new team member may require guidance, and offering support will be beneficial. You may feel like you are putting in more effort than others in the family, so don't let resentment build up. Natural remedies offer gentle and effective healing. Managing funds efficiently ensures better financial stability, and travel plans may face obstacles, so be flexible and prepared. Then we got our Leo, which is Jay's sign. Mental recovery strategies you are working, though setbacks might happen. Keeping an eye on discretionary spending will help maintain financial balance. Refining problem-solving skills boosts workplace influence. A parent's caring words will stay in your heart long after tomorrow. And Virgo, a senior professional will recognize your talents and offer valuable guidance. A small moment of gratitude for your elders will bring a wave of appreciation and love. Strengthening immunity requires commitment, yet seasonal changes may still affect health. Long-term planning secures reliable deferred saving strategies. Self-drive adventures give you the freedom to explore at your own pace, so feel the thrill of the open road and the excitement of discovering new places. Libra, an upcoming family event will be filled with love, connection, and joy. Explore sacred places that hold spiritual significance and immerse yourself in the peace and power of ancient and holy sites. Staying hydrated supports body functions though excessive water intake may cause imbalance. A detailed approach ensures monthly expenses tracking remains effortless. Then we got Scorpio. A surplus of income allows for faster loan repayment and financial freedom. Office conversations will be productive, and brainstorming sessions will spark innovation. Gym sessions provide structured workouts for optimal fitness. Managing family expectations may require careful communication tomorrow. Whether you are exploring a new city or relaxing in nature, tomorrow's journey will bring joy, relaxation, and fulfillment. Then we got our Sagittarius. Coping with stress remains difficult despite wellness practice. A savings goal may require an extra contribution to stay on track. Client-driven business growth will ensure consistent profitability and expansion. A relative's request may feel unexpected, so handle it with balance. Mini vacations are a good way to relax, but they may not offer a complete escape from life. And renovations will move forward at a steady pace. And while minor setbacks or delays are possible, overall progress will continue. Capricorn, staying active boosts your vitality and keeps you feeling rejuvenated. Seeking expert advice enhances financial coaching for advanced wealth management. Managerial mentorship might not be effective. A cousin's enthusiasm will bring light and laughter to your day. A road trip tomorrow promises to be full of joy and excitement, so explore with an open heart and enjoy the journey. Then we got Aquarius. A golden opportunity for financial expansion presents itself tomorrow. Overcoming fears will bring newfound confidence in professional decisions. A shared household responsibility will turn into a fun bonding moment. While overall strength is stable, sudden movements will cause brief discomfort. Your journey tomorrow will be filled with fun and adventure, and every moment will be an opportunity to create cherished memories. We got our last but not least, Pisces. Daily step count goals keep you active and motivated. Pending dues should be cleared to maintain a clean financial record. Performance-based recognition is possible, but distractions may need to be minimized. Family obligations may feel heavier tomorrow, but support will be available. Expect a wonderful trip tomorrow as new experiences, happy surprises, and thrilling discoveries await you. And property investments are set to bring incredible returns, and now is the perfect time to secure your financial future in real estate. All right, guys. Well, that is our horoscopes for tomorrow. And like I said, we do that because we definitely like to, keep you guys informed and kind of guide you for tomorrow along your path. And we also got Jim, and he is saying Mesa is Trump country. Yes, sir. I definitely seen a lot of flags flying in Mesa. I really like Mesa. Mesa was a cool little spot. It's kind of on the outskirts of Phoenix, but you can kind of take the back roads in through what is that? Oh man, I totally forgot. It just blinked my mind. Where the college is, the Wildcats. You go through that area right there, and kind of the back way from Mesa, and gets you right into like Scottsdale area. I really like that area over there. And let's move on to our conspiracy of the day. So I'm doing something really fresh for you guys, for when it comes to this conspiracy today. I wanted to report on yesterday's helicopter crash. So if you guys didn't hear, there was a helicopter crash into the Hudson last night or yesterday. And it kind of made me wonder because the person and his family that was in that helicopter the guy's name was Agustin Escobar. And he was like a huge, big-time executive for corporation Siemens. So I definitely did some research today for you guys, and I want to get into this. I want to expand your guys' minds and delve into this, conspiracy maybe that happened, and see why maybe somebody wanted to take him out in the first place, him and his family. So here we go. Let's get into it. Explore the life and untimely death of Agustin Escobar, a prominent Siemens executive, and the tragic helicopter crash that claimed his life, his family's, and that of the pilot. Was it a mere accident, or is there more beneath the surface? So let's get into Agustin Escobar. He was a distinguished figure in the energy and transportation sectors. With over 25 years of international leadership experience, he ascended to the role of president and CEO of Siemens Spain in December of 2022. Simultaneously, he served as the CEO of Siemens Mobility Southwest Europe, overseeing operations across multiple countries, including Spain, France, Portugal, Italy, and the Netherlands, Belgium, Greece, and parts of Africa. So this guy was big time. Under his leadership, Siemens Mobility embarked on transformative projects aimed at revolutionizing transportation infrastructure. One notable initiative was the development of a mobility as a service (MaaS) platform in collaboration with Everest for Renfe, Spain's national railway company. This platform aimed to integrate various modes of transportation, enhancing passenger experiences and promoting sustainable travel. Escobar himself highlighted the significance of this project, stating, Renfe is shaping the future of mobility in Spain, and we're proud to be part of this journey. So yesterday, April 10th, the Escobar family boarded a Bell 206L-4 Long Ranger helicopter operated by New York Helicopter for a sightseeing tour over New York City. Tragically, approximately 18 minutes into the flight, the helicopter experienced an in-flight breakup, leading to a catastrophic crash into the Hudson River near Newport, New Jersey. Everybody died, unfortunately, RIP. The pilot, a 36-year-old guy named Sean Johnson, was actually a former U.S. Navy SEAL with a profound passion for aviation. After his military service, Johnson pursued a career in piloting, accumulating approximately 780 flight hours by late March. He had recently relocated to New York City to advance his aviation aspirations. His wife, Katherine Johnson, recounted his lifelong dream of flying, emphasizing his dedication to this new chapter in his life. Witnesses reported that shortly before the crash, Johnson radioed that he was returning to the helipad to refuel. Eyewitnesses also described hearing loud noises and observing the helicopter breaking apart midair before descending into the river. The tragic demise of a high-profile executive like Escobar naturally raises questions. Given his influential role in spearheading transformative transportation projects, could there have been entities with vested interests threatened by his initiatives? The MAAS platform, for instance, aimed to disrupt traditional transportation models, potentially unsettling established players in the industry. Furthermore, the pilot's background as a Navy SEAL introduces another layer of intrigue. While there's no direct evidence linking his military past to the crash, it's worth noting that individuals with such backgrounds possess specialized skills and have been involved in covert operations. However, it's essential to approach such speculations with caution and rely on concrete evidence, because who knows? It could have just been that somebody else might have done that to the helicopter where it fell apart in midair for no goddamn reason, and he was just part of the whole tragic event, and he lost his life because of who the other guy was, who Escobar was in the first place. So it could just be a very tragic thing for everybody that was in that helicopter. Anyway, let's follow the money. Exploring financial trails can often shed light on potential motives. Siemens Mobility's projects under Escobar's leadership involved significant investments and partnerships. The MAAS initiative, for example, was poised to redefine transportation dynamics in Spain and potentially across Europe. Such shifts could have financial implications for various stakeholders, including competitors and traditional transport operators. So in conclusion, guys, while the official investigations are ongoing and no definitive conclusions have been drawn regarding foul play, it's crucial to consider all angles in such high-profile incidents. The whole part of a transformative leader, groundbreaking projects, and a tragic accident inevitably leads to questions. As we await the findings of the National Transportation Safety Board, we honor the memories of those lost and remain vigilant and seeking the truth. Yeah, it kind of sucks, man. What do you think, bro? Do you think, because Jay, you heard that that China is basically spearheading a whole huge project, and they're redoing the whole transportation for Europe as well. So you heard about that, right?
Yeah.
So do you think that maybe it was something to do with that?
It could be. I don't know though. Like I said, it takes a lot of research to put a lot of blame. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm not sure. That's a tough one though. But I know that I heard that too.
Right. I mean, that's the first thing that popped up to my mind was some people, and maybe China or some people like that you know what I mean, they probably paid somebody to take him out or something,
Yeah, there's always that theory. You know what I mean?
I don't know, man. It's
tough.
It's definitely foul play in my head. I don't know what you think about that.
I would think so. But I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, it could sound right.
Yeah. And this is what it says right here. It says also Escobar faced significant competition from major Chinese companies in the global rail infrastructure sectors. These competitors were rapidly expanding their international presence, often backed by substantial state support and aggressive pricing strategies. And so they were CRRC Corporation Limited. That was one of them. China Railway Group, China Railway Construction Corporation, Hawaii, the telephone company, and it says the aggressive global expansion of these Chinese companies, often supported by state financing and competitive pricing, has intensified competition in the rail and infrastructure sectors. Siemens Mobility, under Escobar's leadership, were engaged in projects like the Mobility as a Service platform for Renfe in Spain, aiming to integrate various transportation modes and enhance passenger experiences. So, yeah, man, I think there's a lot to do with all that, you know?
It could be.
I'm trying to see if there's anybody else. There's three other people or three other companies that had significant competition with him, and that was a French company. It's called Alstom, a French multinational company specializing in rail transport and high-speed rail. But I mean, the French, they're so close to Spain. I think that they would have worked together somehow. I can't see anybody in France. The French people, I mean, and I apologize if you are French listening to this, but the French people are not known really for violence in that kind of way. Mm-hmm. And so I could say that Alstom, the French company, is out of it. Hitachi Rail, a Japanese company providing a range of rail solutions, is also their competitor. And that's another country. The Japanese are really respectful people. If anything, they would have worked with him. I can't see them doing anything. And then one other French company, Thales Group, a French multinational that designs and builds electrical systems. So I can, if we just kind of like do our own homework, because like I said, I'm just letting you guys kind of open your minds to this. But it seems like these main competitors of his would have, if anything, I mean, if the only people that really had something to gain out of all this would have been the Chinese companies, you know? So
yeah,
you know, that's just kind of what I see in this whole thing.
Of course.
So it is what it is. Sucks, but hey, what are we gonna do?
It does suck, man. It does suck. You know what I mean?
The whole like they took out him and his whole family, like for no, you know. So that's the part that sucks about it, because at the end of the day, did we talk about that today or yesterday about the whole money? Oh yeah, we talked about that today, right? How like money sometimes just like makes people like do stupid shit, you know.
We talk about that all the time.
No, I know, but like today, like especially, and then like that's why I wanted to do this for the Average Day Joes, because I think everybody needs to be informed, and like we need to follow the money trails sometimes, you know. So I did my best to kind of
always
that, you know.
Always, man.
Yeah,
that's how it works.
Yeah. Oh, what are we gonna do? So we're about to end our show here. We're pretty much done. Shout out to the 89 people watching, by the way. I hope you guys liked my conspiracy there. It's super fresh, super new. You're not even going to find that on Joe Rogan. So that's kind of cool. Okay. And yeah, I think we're pretty much done. Jay, you want to do your final words of wisdom first, or should we show the trailer of the movie that
show the trailer? I'm curious about the trailer.
Okay.
Because I didn't like I said, I haven't even seen it. So
okay. So there's a new movie coming out on my birthday, April 18th. It's called Sinners. It's with Michael B. Jordan, and every time he's in a movie, he always does a damn good job of it. So I think we might be doing a double date with Jay and my wife, and you know his other half. So let me show you guys the trailer, and you guys tell us what you think of this trailer. Is this a movie that you guys would want to see? I guess I can say in that fact. So, and I'm sure we're going to get copyrighted, but it's all good because this is F It Friday. So we say F it to YouTube today. All right, guys, check out this trailer real quick. Here it is.
We've been gone a long time. We back now. You twins? Nah, we cousins.
There are legends of people with the gift of making music so true. It can conjure spirits from the past and the future. This gift can bring fame and fortune.
Will somebody take me in your arms?
But it also can pierce the veil between life and death.
Listen here, this ain't no house party. Shit. Y'all ready to drink? Y'all ready to sweat till y'all stink?
You want some?
You keep dancing with the devil.
Careful, boy. You gonna bite off more than you can chew.
One day he's gonna follow you home. We got us a problem now. What the hell going on?
Oh, we heard tale of a party. This world already left you for dead. I can save you from your fate.
You don't need no saving.
Yes, you do.
And you are?
I am. Your way out. Don't cry. It's all better now.
Yes, I lied to you. I don't believe in magic. Ghosts, demons. Just power. Somebody please take me.
We gonna kill every last one of you.
Hey, I didn't mean to scare you. Thought y'all done forgot about me in here. Come on, open the door, let on out of here.
Stay. It's you?
Of course it's me, open the door.
That ain't your brother.
Lied to you.
What you think, bruh? Yay or nay?
Looks interesting. Let's just say. Yeah, I can't. I mean, just from watching that, I'm like, huh. I'm curious.
Yeah. Time travel, demons. It's got it all, brother.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's got a lot of different things going on. I'm like, whoa. Like, holy. Should be interesting. Should be interesting.
Definitely. It's gonna be a good
You know
one.
what I mean? Yeah, should be very interesting.
See, man, they care about me. They're like, we're gonna give you the best present ever, like one of these best movies coming out this year type thing. Hopefully.
Hopefully, man.
Looks like a real good one though. And Michael B. Jordan, when he plays in movies, he's usually on point.
Yeah, for sure. He's got that's what I mean. It looks very interesting because, like I said, I can't even tell you anything about it. You know?
Exactly. Very cool. Very cool. It's gonna be a good one.
I would think so. I would definitely think so.
Definitely. All right. Well, that is us for today. Let's get into Jay's final words of wisdom so we can close this show out for you guys.
I'm just going very, very chill today. I'm going with a Sun Tzu quote. The supreme art of war is to subdue the enemy without fighting. I'm very strategic in everything I do. And I always try to, achieve victory. But yeah, I like this quote because, it's using your head more than, using your mind more than your brawn. You know what I mean?
Brawn? What's a brawn?
Brawn, like using your body, physical.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah. So it's like, yeah, I have to learn to use my head more with a lot of things because, yeah, you know what I mean? I don't have to, like to me, that's especially with everything in life, you got to be strategic, and I got this, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's the quote I'm going with today.
Gotcha.
For sure.
All right. That was very beautifully said. And let me say a couple quotes to end the show as well. So this one is by Arthur C. Clarke, and this is going off of what Jay said. The only way of finding the limits of the possible is by going beyond them into the impossible. That's by Arthur C. Clarke. And then I also got one by Deepak Chopra. The mind and body are like parallel universes. Anything that happens in the mental universe must leave tracks in the physical one. So, as we conclude today's exploration of the profound connection between mind and body, remember that our thoughts shape our reality. By harnessing the power of the mind, we can transcend physical limitations and achieve greatness. Let these words guide you. And the body achieves what the mind believes. So stay mindful, stay empowered, and let your inner strength lead the way. And that is us for the day. Thank you guys. 90 people watching. Thank you guys so much. We love you guys. Our motto here on the show is health, wealth, and happiness. That's what we try to give you every day when we're doing the show. Don't forget, on Saturday, we're going to have a Chef with Jeff episode. He's going to cook you guys up something real good. So check that out. And on Sunday, I'm going to do my Date with Kate session. That's me and my wife showing you guys around San Francisco and California a little bit. I will have my daughter for the week as well. So she's going to join us, a little guest appearance for my daughter. So that is it for us, guys. Thank you again so much. And we will see you back here on Monday at 8:30 p.m. Pacific time.